Hello, I went to Japan. That's like my dream. Girl, I loved Sailor Moon, I loved Doraemon, Maruko-chan. Like, I love anime, I love cute things and Rio since I was a kid. Going to Japan at 31 years old, it's a dream. To have gone with my family and my boyfriend, it was the perfect trip. It was just beautiful. I love Japan because of its nature, of the serenity of the place, of the shopping and the food. It was amazing. My mom planned it so perfectly and she put so much work into it. Months, I think a year of planning. I just wanted to share with you how it started. And let me just say, it did not start on the right foot. We did have to go on like a 50, I think it was like a 30 to 50 hour journey. The Istanbul airport was huge. Kind of reminded me of Changi airport, but just not as fun. It took forever to go from one place to the other. And we were in good spirits up until I bought dinner. We chose like I want to say a doner kebab maybe place. When you look at it, you would think it's kind of like a McDonald's. Everything had been in lira up to that point. John didn't see that the menu said euro. I gave John my card. After paying, John was like, oh no. He looked really distressed. He was like, I made a mistake. And I was like, what could it be? He was like, we paid in euro. It was an embarrassing amount for fast food. I honestly can't even remember the food that much because we were about to embark on another, 14-hour flight. I personally could not care at that point. John was just so distressed about it that I think that affected me more than anything. You'll see, we weren't quite happy by the end of our travel. Oh, let's not forget the other mishap. I was using a different SD card at the start of this trip. It kept malfunctioning and it didn't record anything I was recording. This vlog has very limited clips. Keep that in mind why some of these shots kind of suck. Because I was also learning how to use this new camera, but also because that was literally all that was left on the SD card. So we actually didn't go from Turkey to Japan. We actually landed in Manila and then flew to Japan in the afternoon, and so we arrived just in time for dinner. And I think the SD card wiped out the clips from that evening. We did go to kind of like, it wasn't an izakaya, but it was kind of like, yeah, like drinking place. And I got a chazuke. It's a kind of like a rice porridge, except the soup is usually green tea based with salmon flakes and little seaweed, and it was so good and it was super lively. It was just kind of a culture shock that literally people behind us were like smoking. I just didn't expect that. Next morning, we go to Ueno Park. We're there to go see the cherry blossoms because how insane is the timing? My mom had no idea when she was planning this trip that it was around the cherry blossom season. And she kept wondering why everything was sold out and why everything was so expensive. About a week before we were gonna go, people were already posting videos about how they went to see the cherry blossoms and there weren't any because the cherry blossoms were going to be late. And of course, they bloom right when we arrive. We obviously had to take some photos, and when I say some, I mean a lot. Here's a little bit of some of the photos we took, and obviously my mom is such a good photographer and John is a really good photographer as well. After our little photo shoot, we were a little hungry. There were little like food stalls in the park. There were mochi on a stick and they're called dango. One was more of like a nutty based powder and syrup, and the other was adzuki or red bean, but it was so good. Looks so yummy. Panda. After our little snack, we started to head out to Shibuya.
Shibuya crossing, practice.
渋谷の皆さん、こんにちは。ホテルユニ東京バイを運営しているの温泉旅館です。Yeah.
「 don't really have much to show you in terms of shopping on day one. And that's because I'm an overstimulated girly. Day one was just too much for me. It's true what they say about Japan. You will walk like 20k steps every day. But after a lot of walking, what better way to enjoy Japan and its offerings than McDonald's? We finally got to sit. Here's our view. This is mine. This is John's. What's mine called? John has the samurai. So worth it. My particular burger was like the teritama burger. It wasn't anything special. In fact, the sauce was a little too sweet for me. But John's was so good. I had to go for a second bite. It was so good that on our last day, I had to get that burger again. Something about it was just delicious. Like the patty itself, me thinking about it on a fast is not good, but it just makes your mouth water. It was delicious. We went back to our starting point, which was around the Hachiko area, and you can just see how exhausted I am at this point.
So what do you have to say about today?
By the time we got back, we were supposed to be having dinner in a few hours, but I didn't want to go out anymore. Thankfully, John felt the same. We ended up staying in and missing out on dinner, but it was fine because we woke up in the middle of the night and decided to go on a little exploration of our own. We've got some rice balls from 7-Eleven. I've got this really good drink. It's salty lychee. Nice. I look so tired. Of these clips I accidentally took on hyperlapse. I was on the hunt for a strawberry crepe that was so mind-blowing good. I couldn't stop thinking about it. And unfortunately, for the rest of the trip, I will never find it again. I have to find it. Where is it? I don't think it's here. Wait.
Oh, wait a moment.
It's okay. Okay.
Rap song.
Okay. I didn't even know that you were a part of.
Huh?
I was trying to take a video of our hotel.
I know. So eat, run, shower.
Time to walk. A part of fantasizing and dreaming about going to Japan is also experiencing the konbini meals. But it was just a nice moment to have with John that morning. It was very quiet. It's cute.
Until you start there. And use for your blog.
But that's cute for an Instagram story.
Hold me.
Yeah. You should have told me to go away. This is good. I don't know what it is, but it's like milk tea. You want to try it?
Yeah. Or just a regular rice ball?
Yeah. With little eggs.
Yeah.
I'm not a noodle girl.
Oh, I'll try it.
I'll try it in a bit. You want some of this? I think this is a better idea.
Yeah. Try it.
try in a bit.
Hmm.